Hey everybody, I am Josh61616, so just in case you didn't see my last video and what's going on with this video, I am currently in production of a TagPro documentary called It's Weird I Know, the story of TagPro, and I'm coming to you guys again just to give you a little update on my plans and what's going on. So before I say anything else, I just want to get out that on July 27th, there will be a TagPro meetup in LA at a barcade called Button Mash. So that'll probably start around 5 or 6. And just a fair warning to anyone who's under 21 out there, they do kick out people under 21 around 9 p.m. So try to get there a little on time if you want to be there if you're under 21. And I'll put out more info about that on its own post. But just before people click away, just get that out there. So what have I been up to? I've been traveling around the West Coast, interviewed about 10 or 11 people, and it's so also I want to thank I also want to thank everyone who's been supporting me on the GoFundMe. The response from the first video was just overwhelmingly positive. If you couldn't tell from the first video, I was a little nervous announcing this to the community. I wasn't really sure what the reaction would be, but it's been nothing but positive, and I appreciate all the support and the donations. And that GoFundMe is still ongoing. If this is your first time hearing about the project and you want to support it, those donations definitely still help. So at the moment, the budget I'm working with is enough to get this film made. Like, it will be made, but everything beyond this are things that add that little bit of polish, or allow me to add that little bit of polish. So maybe it's, instead of sleeping in my car for a night, I have a motel room and I can charge up my camera batteries, and then I don't have to worry about finding a place to do that the next morning or something like that. And it just enables me to make this film as well as I can, and to focus on the story and the people and everything else that goes into it, rather than surviving on the road and trying to find places to charge my batteries and whatnot. But you may be wondering, what am I talking about with the road? So let me tell you a bit of my plans for the month of August. So the meetup in LA is only the beginning of a series of meetups I want to do across the country. So I'll be traveling through the month of August to certain cities in the US, and I'd like to have, at least some. I'll be interviewing specific people along the way, but I'd love it if we could find some places to meet up, 5 or 10 or 15 people, TagPro players, just to get everyone in one place and makes things a little easier than going off to everyone individually. So the locations I'll be going to, just to give you better idea, is LA is the start. Then I'll be in Austin, Texas, Florida, probably Tallahassee, Georgia, probably Atlanta, probably stop in DC, Philadelphia, New York, Connecticut, Maine, Cleveland, and Chicago. Oh, and maybe Denver too. We'll see about that. So those are all locations where I will be at a certain time, and hopefully I'll have a graphic showing you about when I'll be there at those places. And so yeah, if you're in that area that I just listed and you'd want to be a part of the documentary and come to a meetup, maybe your first meetup, by all means reach out to me. And definitely am also looking for people to help with locations for these meetups. I don't know these areas like you would if you lived there locally. I don't know the best place to host a meetup. So any help along those lines would be extraordinary, and it's just one less thing that I have to worry about. So other updates, I have a website now. Emco made it. He's a cool guy, nice guy. It's called itsweirdiknow.com. So I'll be posting this video here along with other updates and other little teasers that I may be releasing in the near future. But yeah, I think that's about all there is for the update. Whatever happens, I'm going on this trip, and I'm gonna interview whoever's available, whoever I can get to. And so far, this has been a surreal experience. That's always the word that pops in my head, is surreal. I never would have expected to have been doing this 5 years ago, but here we are. So continue forward. Bye.